My goodness, again and in focus. We're still in Manchester, and this time my guest is John Milne from In the Hook. John, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Scott.
What brings you to Manchester, first of all?
I wanted to videotape the super match between Devin and John, but now it's Devin and Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not your sole purpose.
That was my sole purpose. Neil put me in the event.
Okay.
I'm going to try my hand at the 90 kilo class, left and right hand.
Left hand and right hand. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
But originally you were just coming over for film footage for Devin?
Yeah, and I asked Neil, I told him that I wanted to maybe pull with his guys maybe later and get some practice time in, some table time in. Then he asked me if I wanted to join the event, and I was like, yeah, let's go, let's rock, and let's.
Okay, it's interesting that I don't know how many people in North America are actually filming arm wrestling tournaments, but the three of us, myself, you from The Hook, and Gary Roberts, we're all here in England.
Yep.
I found that kind of odd that there's nothing else going on in North America, that all three of us show up in England at the same time. I understand that you and Devin are friends and you guys train together, and Devin has probably shown you a fair amount on the table. I
Absolutely,
you want to come. I want to come first as a vacation, and for me there wasn't anything going on in North America. I'm not sure why Gary decided to come, but I find it interesting that the three guys that cover the most arm wrestling are all here in
yeah, well, it's the big show, right? It's the big show.
I know there's a tournament on in Atlantic City, I think, this upcoming weekend. But other than that, I think this was the biggest.
Have you got Travis versus Devin? It was John versus Devin. You got guys like Michael Todd here, superstars.
Yeah.
They're all here. People want to see it on video.
Well, interestingly enough, it was going to be quite the matchup. It was Devin versus John right-handed, and then Devin versus Travis left-handed.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a question of Devin's stamina going back-to-back with two different guys, two fresh guys on different days.
It would have been a question of his stamina. You can't question that, no.
Well, no.
Superman couldn't question that stamina. Not even the Grippler could question Devin's stamina.
Not even the
Grippler.
Okay. So how do you hope to fare tomorrow with your arm wrestling?
I hope to have fun. I hope I come out healthy. I'm going to try and win, right?
Yeah.
I don't know anybody I'm pulling against. I assume they're very good quality pullers because that's what Neil tells me.
Okay.
So I just got to go and go with what I know and try and do my best.
Okay. How long have you been involved in arm wrestling now?
2 years.
2 years.
Yep.
So tell us how InTheHook.com gets started and what's the deal behind that?
In the Hook got started with my brother Jerry and myself. We were attending these events, the local events, Eastern Ontario Arm Wrestling Association.
Yep.
Eric Rosen was running some events. I was also going to events across Ontario, Joe Gould's events. And nobody was shooting any video. And I thought that's something I wanted to do, not only for myself, because I like to watch the video, like to critique what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, what others are doing right and wrong, so I can study them. I just thought I would just sort of develop that and really show. You can go online anywhere, I think, and find matches with Devin, John, Michael Todd, Travis, but you can't go online anywhere and find matches with guys in the first, say, 3-4 years. Okay. And so I wanted to really get that out there and maybe help promote local arm wrestling, at least where we are in Ontario. And I think we've accomplished that.
Okay, so it's been fairly successful.
I think so. Yeah, there's been some good feedback. Guys have come up and said some have returned to arm wrestling because of In the Hook. Some I think are getting into arm wrestling because of that. There's rankings. There's we're showing all the video, we're showing everybody, and it's not just, like I said, it's not just the superstars of the sport, it's just, sometimes regular guys that come out and just pull.
Okay, so how's the breakdown? So does your brother film? Do you film? What happens?
Normally, we just set up the tripod and record it, yeah. Okay. Normally I like the stationary effect of a tripod more than I like something. If we have a second camera on site, then sometimes we'll do the camera where it's moving around in different angles. But I really like the stationary camera. So normally we just set it up, record, and now both of us are pulling. Jerry's pulling also.
He started pulling as well.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so who does all the computer work?
Jerry does everything. I don't do a thing. Yeah, I don't do anything. No.
So In the Hook is Jerry Milne, not John Milne. Is that what you're telling me?
That's not exactly what I'm telling you. He does all the work, though. He does all the computer stuff. He does all the editing. Of course, I pay for the equipment. I pay to get it online. I paid to come here myself. Sure. Like, We're both in it together.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you're and I've watched and people have watched. So any different direction, or this is what you want to do? Like, are you going to the Nationals this year?
I don't think I'll be attending Nationals this year.
No. Okay.
No.
So basically, you're just going to film the stuff that you go to.
Yeah, I'll be filming all the events that I attend and compete at. I'd like to get to maybe some more events down in the States, and maybe some. I don't know if I can afford really to go out west. It's cheaper to go down to events in the States than it is to fly, out west in Canada, or even out east for that matter.
Some of the disadvantages of living in Canada.
It's just
it's cheaper for me to fly here than it is to fly across my own country to go to.
Yeah, it was cheaper to come to Manchester.
Yeah. Yeah, it's which is a sad thing. So now, how's your arm wrestling going back in Canada? Because you're getting better, more successful.
For myself?
Yeah, for yourself.
Yeah, it's going really good. Everything's healthy. I had an injury early on. I got it fixed. I figured out why I had the injury. I made sure that that's not happening again.
Okay.
I'm training with the best club in the country, the Ottawa High Hookers.
Okay.
Best team in the country. I'm going to say probably the best team in the world right now. The Ottawa High Hookers, under the tutelage of No Limits Devin Larratt.
Okay.
Ian the Grippler Carnegie.
Yeah.
Jeff Slater. Nicola Gazzetto. Hassan the Assassin Monfils. Eric Roussin. Keith Stephenson. We got everybody. Got everybody there.
Everybody that was just named now has a huge bullseye on their back.
Bring it on. Bring it on. Anybody out there, Ottawa High Hookers will take you on. Anybody. Al Bend, if you're watching.
Good
Bring
stuff.
it.
Good stuff. That,
I know he's made some challenges, not much publicly, but I've heard some rumblings about Al Bend challenging the green shirts and how him and his club want to take on the High Hookers. They're done. They can't. They cannot compete with Ottawa.
Okay. Good stuff.
You can laugh if you want.
No. That's good stuff. I'm glad you guys are having fun, having a good time. And it's good. I can just guys across the country are naming these names, and they're saying, "Oh yeah, I got something for you."
Bring it. Everybody, bring it. Well, all knows it's all in good fun. Like we're pretty good guys there. Yeah, they're all good teams there.
Across the country, the guys aren't going to get to see until actually there are conversions at nationals. I don't know how many of your guys are going to be attending nationals this year. You yourself are not. No. So if some of your other guys will or will not be attending nationals, who knows? But that's what it's about. And it's about different challenges.
Yep.
You know what, guys hear this and say, "Oh yeah, well I got something for him." Well, bring it to the table.
Bring it. Bring it.
And we'll see what happens.
Yep.
So what's next for you? You're in the event tomorrow. What do you got planned for the future for yourself?
I've got an event that I'm planning, co-planning. There's an event in Brockville at the Rib Fest. They have it's a Rib Fest. They come to town. All these rib makers from all over the states, world champions, United States champions, etc., come to Brockville, and we're putting an event on. Eric Roussin and I, and with Big Brothers, the association. And right now the plan is still being worked out, but we're planning on setting up, giving away $1,000 cash. But each category, the winner will say for instance get 12 tickets. Second place will get 9 tickets. Third place will get 6 tickets, etc. Okay. But everybody who competes gets a ticket, and at the end of the day, everybody's got a shot at having their ticket pulled out. They get the cash.
Okay, so it's a cash box.
It's a cash box, exactly.
Whatever the amount is.
So if you pull 4 classes and you win them all, you have more chances than the guy who just maybe pulls one and loses everything. But everybody gets a shot. Okay,
so you're going to co-host an event with Eric.
Yep.
And keep training and just keep pulling. You're not going to
definitely keep training. Yep.
Keep hitting the tournaments. Now, what about In the Hook.com? What's the future for In the Hook?
Future for In the Hook, probably more of the same.
Yep.
I think, like I said, I want to get down to some more events in the States. Maybe some more T-shirts coming out there. Maybe if the budget finds it. Other than that, I'm going to really focus on training, maybe twice a week now, and just getting better all the time.
Okay, perfect. John, I appreciate you sitting down.
Thank you.
Good to see you over here in England. All right, for John Milne, I'm Scott McGinnis, and we're out.